To that
Yep.
host.
Yeah, first what the you started playing while Nade Enraged was no, the Milk Smells fine. You started playing you started streaming while Enrage was streaming and they were already up there, so I had to switch that. I was like, nope, nope. I was like, no one else can be hosted while Rochelle's. It's
That's fine.
fine. I always switch streams when someone else is being hosted on my channel and you pop up. I was like, you and Ghost are priority for me.
Aw, Leaves, thank you for the host.
Actually, you guys and then anybody from Safe Zone is priority for me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Safe Zone always gets priority when it comes to my hosts.
that's awesome.
What? Alrighty. Long off, wow. Because if I stay on WoW, I'm never gonna get off. I'm gonna end up fucking doing a bunch of shit that needed to be done earlier, but I don't care.
Oh, jeez. That's funny and shit. You fucking addict.
I am. I'm gonna tell everybody in the fucking stream already. I'm a fucking game addict. My wife knows it. All my friends know it. I'm addicted to gaming. It
I,
is.
I already know you are.
I feel so bad because this week has been so hectic at work. I haven't been able to keep up with my schedule. So I streamed. I only got like 30 minutes of a stream on Monday. I got no stream on Tuesday. I was supposed to stream Paragon Wednesday. I didn't do that. And then yesterday was my day off, and I streamed on my day off. That was the actual day that I actually streamed. Was my day off.
That's
I
funny
was
shit.
like, this is so bad. I was like, next week I have to make up to everybody for my streams being missed.
That's funny as hell.
Like one of my guildies is like, yo, you streaming? I'm like, nah, man. He goes, stream. He's like, fucking stream, man. Come on, stream. Because me and him always play WoW together, and he's always like, yo, you gotta stream. You gotta stream while we're playing.
That's funny. Atomic Donut, thank you for that host. You're amazing. Snow's here. Hi, Snow.
Oh, what's up, Snow?
Funky, thank you so much for that host. You're amazing. Yeah, we're gonna do this one too. The Desert Rogue, Twino, Ford Soldier, thank you guys for those hosts.
Safe zone.
Mr. Moneybag with that host. Rorik, Mizzy, thank you guys for those hosts. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. I'm freezing. It is so cold outside.
It was hot down here today. I'm so glad it's still like summertime here.
It's funny. What's up, Nivea? How are
Safe
you?
zone.
Ghost with that host. Thank you. You're amazing. You know I love you.
What's up, Ghost? What's up, Nivea? How's everybody doing? I'm taking a shot before we start this thing off.
Always do. Every time you do it, make sure you cheers to the cam. Even though you can't see me, I'm gonna do it too.
I can cheers to you though.
Cheers. Unlucky Ghost, thank you for the host. Poochie with that host, thank you so much. Ty Red. Vigo with a host. Thank you so much. You're amazing.
Are you hot? Oh, okay. We'll put it at 72, not 71. Put it at 72. I don't know. I like 72. Because you love me.
72 is like the best temperature there is.
I know. She put it down to 71. I was like, put it at 72. She goes, 71 is just fine. I was like, nope, 72 is better.
That's awesome, Nivea. I hope you get your PC done.
Yeah, me and the wife were talking about getting her a PC.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully by Christmas or right after Christmas, we're gonna have a second computer in the game room for her.
Awesome. Jempa, Missing Spartan, thank you guys for those hosts. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh. Not really Tubby. DZ Live on Twitch. Speedache, thank you for those hosts. Jeez. You guys are awesome sauce. What kind of tequila are you drinking?
I am drinking Jose Cuervo.
Blech.
I didn't have any Patron this time, so don't start with me.
It's alright.
I like Patron. When I go get my birthday shots at the bars, that's all they give me.
Ugh.
They already know when I go get my birthday shots. They're like, well, Chris is here. Let's get him his birthday shots, like Patron. Everybody knows
Nice.
double shots of Patron.
The Epic Fat Fun Time Show, Twitchy Ninja. Thank you guys for those hosts. 7, thank you so much for that host.
I can't believe I've made it to 110 followers since I joined Safe Zone. That is amazing.
That's super
Everybody in this
amazing.
community is awesome.
Yeah, that's super amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Hopefully you and Ghost's Deadpools will be here sometime this week, and I will get those mailed to you so that you can take them to Ghost.
That'd be awesome.
What's not working? Oh, for the intro? Is it messing up again?
Yes, I don't know why
It,
it does that.
yeah, I was gonna say, so there's like some nights I'm in there and it's just like, it's perfect. And then some nights I'm just like, what happened? It's just an awesome intro. Like, I love the music for it and everything.
All right. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic tonight. Of course, we have another interview tonight with Phantom Rogue. What's
What's
going
up,
on, Phantom?
everybody? Glad to be here.
How are you doing tonight?
I am doing great. Had a great day with the wife. We pretty much had a day off, and now I'm getting to do an interview with Safe Zone, and you and Ghost can't have a better day.
Right? Who needs words? Just make up your own silent film, right? I mean, just saying. That's awesome. So, Phantom, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Originally, I am from North Carolina, but I was raised in Virginia. I am a military brat through and through. My father, my grandfather, my mother, my father met in the military, so I moved around a lot as a little kid. I swore, and I say this with like the most like seriousness. I swore growing up I would never put the uniform on. And one day, next thing I know, I'm at MEPS. I'm signing a contract, and I'm shipped off to
Safe
basic,
zone.
and it was crazy. My parents were like, "You never, we never imagined." I was like, "I never imagined being it either." But It's been good. It's been a great experience. Definitely enjoyed spending 18 months living in Germany. I couldn't ask for a better first duty station than being in Germany.
That's awesome. Real freak. Thank you so much for that host. You're amazing. Yeah. I I wish I could shake your hand. I really do. You're absolutely. Don't blush on me again. Oh my god, guys. The first night I popped into Phantom's stream, well, the first morning I popped into a stream, Ghost had passed out on me and I couldn't fall asleep, so I popped in. I'm sitting in there bullshitting with him and I literally made him blush. It was so cute. His little cheeks were so red. It was so cute. So, are you still playing WoW?
No, I logged out a while because they I can't play PvP and then focus on having a conversation with somebody. It doesn't work because I have to really be focused on my CCs and making sure I shut down healers so that my team can get to where they need to get to.
Okay, so just so that you guys know, we're gonna skip ahead and say he's addicted because when he called me,
Oh
Safe
yeah, I'm
zone.
telling everybody right now, I'm extremely addicted to gaming. I've been gaming since elementary school. My father bought me a PlayStation 1. I had a Nintendo 64 and everything, and I've been gaming since then. It can't get rid of it.
we'll get into all that here in a few, but when he first called me, he's literally sitting here at his keyboard like this. And he's like talking to me and he's like total focus mode. And I'm like, "Are you still playing well?" He's like, "I'm in the middle of a fight right now." He's like, "Hold on, we're about to lose." I'm like, "Really? Are you serious?" Totally addicted. Exactly, Leaves. Totally addicted.
Leafs knows. Leafs has
I
been in my streams.
I was like, "You have got to be kidding me right now." Like, I can't say that's a first because I've had that happen to me before when somebody started playing a game in the middle of a fucking interview. It was fucking hilarious. Shadow shot with that host. Thank you so much. That's just fucking hilarious. So, what made you start streaming, Phantom?
One of my friends was like, I forget what game we were playing. It wasn't WoW at the time actually. It was Diablo 3 on the PS4. And he was like, "Hey, you can stream our playthrough for people." And I was like, "No one's going to want to watch our playthrough." So he convinced me like a week later and was like, "Hey, you should do it." And we started streaming. Me and him started playing Diablo 3 together on the PS4 and we started streaming. It was like more every other day or like 2 days between we would stream. And I was like, he's like, "Hey, you're getting followers." And I was like, "Nah." I was like, no one's gonna check me out. I was like, "Oh, no one knows who I am." But I went to my page and I had gotten about 15 followers. And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "We'll keep this going." And then I jumped back to WoW and I was like, "Oh, I was streaming during Diablo 3. I might want to keep it up." I was like, "You never know who's gonna want to watch me play WoW." So I started out with no camera on WoW, and then about a week later into my streaming, I started adding a camera, and was like, "Okay, I'll do this slowly for fun." And then as it went on, I started developing a schedule. I started playing more games on the streams, and it's grown. And I did not expect at this point, even within like 3 months of me having 100 and so followers.
It's awesome, though. I am so proud of you. You're doing amazing right now. Absolutely amazing.
It is
Um,
definitely thanks to Safe Zone and you and Ghost for all the support and love you give all of us in the Safe Zone.
well, like I tell everyone, Ghost and I simply give you the means necessary to grow. You do the footwork. You're the one that goes out and actually does the stuff. So don't thank us completely. It's all on you. You put the work in, you get the followers. Death by Decay, thank you so much for that resub. You're amazing. Yeah, but I do appreciate the kind words. It's very nice of you. Um, so then you've been streaming for what, 3 months now?
I've been streaming for 3 months consecutively, yes.
What's your schedule like?
All right, so I probably was switching a couple games out only because there's this thing we do at base. It's called Marn Week, and we do competitions all week long, sports and everything. Well, this year they added a video game competition, and it's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So I will probably be switching out Black Ops 3 for Saturday and Sunday with Advanced Warfare once I get it so that I can practice. But right now the schedule is Mondays and Tuesdays, WoW from 5 to 10. Wednesdays is Paragon. Monday through Thursday is 5 to 10 because I have work. So and then Thursdays is my one day off a week that I usually don't stream, but I might throw a stream out just because. Fridays is viewers' choice. So when I have followers in the stream, if they want to play Paragon, WoW, Overwatch, Diablo 3, Dark Souls, whatever they want to play, if I have it or if I can get it, I will get it and we can play together on the stream. And Saturdays and Sundays is my FPS days. And those are like my super long streams because I don't have to work.
So, why don't you tell me why we're playing, what we're playing tonight instead of what you had scheduled tonight?
Okay, we're playing Overwatch and we were supposed to play Gears of War 4, but the past week, actually the past 2 weeks, I've been in and out of the field and preparing for the field at work. So I've been buying more gear and equipment pieces that I need. So the money I needed for Gears of War 4 went to work. So I won't be buying Gears of War 4 till Monday. I'm sorry, guys. But next week we will definitely be playing Gears of War 4. I'm gonna be all over that.
I guess. So, I'll be on it tomorrow. That's fucking hilarious, though. Alright, so what makes your stream different than anyone else's?
Um, Differently, I include my wife in my stream as much as possible. She's always in my streams with me, whether she's watching Hulu on the PlayStation 4 next to me, or she's just back there playing with the dogs. So I always and try to include my family, my wife, and my dog, which is like our little son, Hennessy, which I think he's eating right now, or he's in trouble. He might be in trouble for chewing up some paper.
I
But if
thought
I
he
can
was
get
supposed to
him,
be on the couch,
he was
busted.
supposed to be on the couch busted, but I think the wife let him out. If you can bring him here, babe. I like to include my family into my stream so that, it's not just all about me. I have a family and I want my viewers to know my family as much as they know me and keep it very friendly. But I warn people that do come in my stream that I say some
Safe
shit. Like I say
zone.
some really raunchy and fucked up shit, especially when I'm with my guildmates and we're in TeamSpeak. We say some raunchy shit. And here is our little son, Hennessy, not so much little. Come here, buddy.
Hi, wifey. Tell your wife
Uh,
to pop in the camera too.
okay, well,
Aw,
come on,
hi,
come say hi.
Hennessy.
And this is Tessa, my wife,
Bend down a
everybody.
little bit so we can see you. Hi.
And this is Hennessy, our little baby. He's 4, but he thinks he's a lap dog.
Yeah, I've seen him climb up on your tiny little wife's freaking lap.
Yeah.
And like about
She's the
crush
one that
her.
got him. She's the one that got him into that. Like he used to not do the lap thing until she was like, "But I love him and he's such a good boy." So next thing I
That's,
know, he's on her lap, and then he does it to me too.
that's hilarious. Madma with that host. Thank you so much, man. You're amazing.
Okay, come on, buddy.
He's funny.
Let's
Yeah,
let you finish eating because I know you're hungry, buddy.
there's a few times that I've popped into your stream and your wife's been on the couch with her ass hanging out. And I'm like, damn, she's got a nice ass. You might want to cover
My
that up
wife,
before all
my
these men
wife
are like
My wife does
on
have a
that
nice ass,
shit.
and if she's on the couch and she is not covered up
Safe
completely and her ass is
zone.
showing a little bit, I may not even notice because of how focused I am at PvP. But if I look back at her and all I see is ass, I'll stare for a minute. I will take a good long look at it, just be like, damn.
That's hilarious. As fire. Thank you guys for those hosts. You guys are amazing. Yeah, no, it was funny because I was like, dude, you might want to have her cover that ass up so these guys don't come in all trolling on her. And you're like, fuck them. If they want to look at my wife's ass, I'll be like,
Safe
hell yeah, she's got a
zone.
nice fucking ass.
She does. All right. So when we go out, there's like a lot of times we'll go out to like the beach or something, or we'll go to the grocery store, and we'll be walking to go get something, and I'm like, hey babe, you got a new admirer? And she's like, what? I was like, yeah, he's staring at your ass right now, and she's like, I'm paying no attention to it. I'm like, yeah, I noticed he was, but it's the same thing. Like if I go out with her and we go do something, she'll notice the women looking at me, but I only notice the men looking at her. So we both do that.
Aww. 16. Thank you so much for that host. You're amazing.
Zebby, that's my guildmate from WoW.
Hi. Yeah, no, that's fucking hilarious because, like, most men would be like, quit creeping on my fucking old lady, and you're straight up like, fuck yeah, look at her ass. That's a nice ass. What'd she say?
She told me, I'm re-enlisting on Monday and we're cleaning out my third bedroom in the house for my father to come down so he can be here for my re-enlistment on Monday.
Aw, that's awesome. It's very awesome. So, how long have you been in the military?
Is actually going on
Safe
5 years.
zone.
My wife has been in 2 or 3, babe. She's going on 3. I'm going on 5.
So, she's enlisted as well.
Yes, we are both active duty military army soldiers.
Aw, I wish I could shake her hand too. Wish I could make you guys dinner just to say thank you. That's fucking amazing.
You would try that, but she would cook. She won't let me cook, and she won't let me clean. Like she's like very adamant about cleaning herself, and I'm like, babe, I want to help. She's like, nope, nope, I'm gonna do it myself.
Get the fuck
So
out
I
of my
just
way.
pretty much I just let her do it because I'm not gonna fight with her about it anymore.
Snow and Steve, thank you guys for those hosts. You guys are awesome. That's pretty funny though. Like your wife seems like a nice lady. Like I've seen her a couple of times. Never really had a chance to talk to her or anything, but she's pretty nice. Hi, lady.
She's very nice. Rochelle says hi again.
All right. So, what kind of games do you play besides obviously the ones that you listed? Like, what all kinds of games do you focus
Uh,
on?
I'm like a all around. Like I love all kinds of different games. I'll play RPGs, MMOs, MOBAs, FPSs, fighting, racing, like anything that I seem interested in, I will play. It's very rare that there's a game that I won't play, but there are ones out there. Like I, I cannot get into Minecraft. I just can't do it. I've tried it, and I can't do it. It's not enough. It's not enough going on for me to stay focused into it. But Fallout 4, Black Ops 3, Dark Souls 3, Need for Speed, Diablo. I've played Smite, Paragon, all kinds of games. I even take it to the point that if I get up off my game on my computer and I go take a break from my game, I take my cell phone and my cell phone has a game on it. And I go play my cell phone game while I'm taking a break from my PC game.
Oh my God. Snow Angel said, "Ooh, she's sexy." Hi, Phantom's wife. Look at her. I'm trying to hit on her. That's funny. Snow trying to hit on your old lady. That's great. Oh my goodness. All right. So, do you remember the first game that you ever played?
Yes, I do. The first game I ever played was on Sega Genesis, and it was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Did you beat it?
I did, and I kept playing it. Like I was after I played the whole game, I was mesmerized by games. And I kept playing it until I got more games.
Aw, Nivea, I love those pics in the BG in your background. What are the pictures in your background?
The 3 pictures in on the wall in the background are actually done by my tattoo artist from Germany. The For you guys, it's definitely the top left one is an orc. The top right one is a panda, and then the bottom middle one, the biggest one, is the Death Knight on their horse.
That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Um, how did you feel when you beat your first game?
Um, when I beat my first game, I felt really accomplished because it took me a while to beat Sonic. Like there were just so many different maneuvers you had to do to beat the bosses at that point before gaming got as complicated as it is now. And I felt really accomplished that I was able to get through all of that and beat it. And the worst part is like that's how I look at all games. If it takes me a while to beat it, I want to keep playing it. Even if I beat it, I want to keep playing it again. But if I can like sit down and just beat it in a day, I'm like the game was too easy for me, and I really like games that are challenging, like that I can die in and have to come back and do something over again because I have to work at it to finish it.
That's awesome. What is the doorbell that we keep hearing?
Okay, that doorbell is my wife's doing, and the story behind that is we had a roommate, and we used to be in a car club, both of us, and we had a roommate that was from our car club. Him and his girlfriend moved in to one of our sped bedrooms. Well, when they moved out, there was this huge fight, and he had threatened to sell the keys to my house and tell someone how much expensive stuff I have in my house. Mind you, I have my computer, the PS4, the TVs, and all the other electronics I have. And in my living room and game room alone, there's over $4,000 worth of electronics and stuff in those two rooms alone, if not more. And he threatened to sell the keys to my house, and I said, okay, fine. She wanted a security system, so I got a really expensive security system for her that has a camera at the front door, a camera at the in the living room, and a camera watching over the backyard. And it's all controlled from a system in our house, also through our phones. And every time the back door, the front door, or the door to the garage is open, it tells us which way the door is being opened. It tells us that the door is either being opened from the outside or from the inside.
So it talks to you?
Yes. Also, I want to show you guys my favorite pair of pants that my wife loves to wear. Stand up, babe. Yep. Because she wears them more than I do, and I bought them for me. These pants right here that have this heart and cat right here say "I love pussy." Those sweatpants I bought for me, and she wears them more than I do. They
That's
say down one
awesome.
leg. They say down one leg that I love pussy, and I was like, "Yo, those are my favorite pants, huh?" No, but
That's
she wears them more
amazing.
than I do.
That's hilarious. Oh my God, that's hilarious. All right. So what do you do besides game? You already said you're in the military, but you also have a job. What do you do for?
I am an IT specialist. I love working on computers, which is how I it just keeps me into gaming because I'm always looking for more things to do. What the oh, okay. I love working on computers. Also, I'm also a gearhead, so I love working on cars as well.
Kind of cars.
Um, I have two cars. My everyday car back and forth to work is a Nissan Altima sedan, but my first car ever is a '91 Mustang Fox Body, and I love her. Like she is amazing. The first time I ever let loose in her, I think I scared the shit out of myself. My dad warned me, but I just said, "Fuck it, I can take care of this shit," and I took off on the road, and I scared the living shit out of myself.
That's hilarious. All right. So as you know, this is my very favorite question, and it pertains to you and anything that you may have experienced in person, not including any kind of YouTube VODs that you may have watched. But I
Okay.
want to know what your most outrageous Twitch experience has ever been.
Um, my most outrageous Twitch experience. I haven't had one on my stream, but I was watching a friend of mine from high school's stream. I can't remember his actual Twitch name at the moment, but he left his camera on after he had finished gaming, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna come back, so I'm just gonna wait." And him and his wife got into such an outrageous argument on his stream. Like it recorded the whole thing. And I'm sitting here trying to call him, like, dude, turn your stream off. And I'm blowing his phone up, texting him, and he would not pay attention. So they finally finished the argument about a good hour later, and the stream is still catching it all. So he finally looks at his phone, calls me, goes, "Yo, what's up?" I was like, "Yo," I was like, "You left your stream on." He goes, "Yeah." I was like, it caught the whole
Oh
argument,
my
like everything between you and your wife. And I was like, dude, I was like, I tried to tell you, I tried calling you, I tried texting you, man, you would not pay attention. He goes, yeah, I was arguing. I was like, yeah, I could see that, but I was trying to get you to turn your stream off.
God. Oh my
And
God.
since then, anytime he streams, I always call him right before he gets off, and I'm like, hey, make sure you turn your stream off before you go to bed. Please, like, turn it off. Just at least just turn the camera off and mute the mic if you're gonna leave it running. That's fine. Just turn the camera and mute the mic off. I don't even care if you just leave the game up running. That's fine. But just make sure you get it off so that that doesn't happen again. And it was a pretty heated fight too. Like it was about all I say is it was about a dude that was hitting on his wife and he wasn't happy about it, and he was complaining that they shouldn't be friends because he doesn't know how to respect boundaries to the fact that they're married. And I was like, dude, that's completely understandable. I understand why you're so mad, but next time just take it off stream, dude. Just don't leave that on the stream.
That's fucked up. Nemo, nice guy. What's going on, guys? How are you doing tonight? That's fucked up. I mean, a lot of things happen if you forget to shut off your stream.
Yeah, I've actually seen some YouTube videos of things that have happened when people forgot to turn streams off. I'm like, ooh, I'm like, that's gonna get your Twitch channel banned.
There's one, it's like one of my favorite ones. The guy didn't shut it off, but he had forgot to close his OBS. And it was on YouTube. He had forgot to close his OBS, and halfway through the night, like you could see like his cat came up on his desk and was like walking across his keyboard and turned on his stream. The guy's passed out in bed. This is YouTube. I didn't witness this. But the guy's passed out in bed, and you could see the cat's like all rubbing up against his microphone and shit, and pretty soon you see him wake up real quick, and he kind of goes like this, and he looks at his phone like with the fucking sleepy eyes, and he looks at his phone, and he gets up and he pulls or the blanket like around his waist to get out of bed. He goes over and he shuts off the stream, and like because he realized the cat turned on his fucking stream. One of his friends had like popped in and saw that he was live, and popped in and saw that he was sleeping. And I was like, dude.
Man.
But I mean, like, it was his cat that did it.
Oh man, that's horrible. At least he wasn't like, at least his
Safe
girlfriend or something
zone.
wasn't over when that happened, and that would have been
Yeah,
horrible.
like he seriously, like you could see, he grabbed like his comforter off of his bed and like wrapped it around his waist to get up.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I don't have my camera and computer in my bedroom. Because in case I ever turn the stream off, I'm in my game room, which is on the other side of the house. So if I don't turn the stream off and I leave it on, all you're gonna see is couches and pictures in the back.
Nemo, that's a brilliant idea. Note to self: never have a hotkey to turn on the stream.
Never, never,
'Cause that's
never.
what happened. Was his cat walked across his keyboard and turned this shit on. I have the video saved. I'll have to
Oh,
post it later. It's fucking
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, definitely gonna have to check that out.
It was so fucking funny. Um, have you ever witnessed anything else outrageous?
No, that's about the most outrageous thing I've mentioned or seen on Twitch. Most people I haven't. Most people have started have remembering to turn their cameras off or mute the microphone when they go to say something to other people. So I haven't really seen too many outrageous things.
I know of one person that forgot to mute his mic when he wasn't streaming. He was in somebody else's stream while they were playing. He was in like TeamSpeak or Discord or something with them, and he'd forgot to mute his wife, and he went in the other room and fucked his wife, and pretty soon the streamer is sitting there going like just like you are with her mouth dropped, and she's like, what the fuck is this? And you hear her screaming in the background. She's like, oh my god.
I'd be screaming too if the stream was left on and it recorded the whole sex
No,
session.
no, that was the streamer's or the other guy's wife that they were at it. I know
Oh
that streamer
wow,
too. I know, right? Goes.
wow.
It was great. It was fucking great. And then he sent me the fucking bot of it, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, that's fucking great. I wish I could put it on blast, but I'm not gonna do that to him.
Oh wow. Anytime me and my wife have wanted to go do that, I've made sure I've put the "we'll be right back" window up, muted the mic, muted the microphone to fucking TeamSpeak, made sure we went to the other side of the house where the door closes and everything, so nothing gets caught on microphone or camera whatsoever.
You always put your cam. Hold on, you always put a post it. Oh yeah, Nemo. I used to take like one of those little round when I had my laptop. I used to take one of those little round band-aids and stick it over top the hole on my camera. Um, every time I'd like be done with it, even if my computer was shut off, because I have a friend that works for the U.S. government, and he actually gets paid to hack into computers.
Oh, it's really easy to remote access someone's computer.
Oh
You
yeah,
really don't need too much information, and I
yeah,
hate to say this because I was trained to do it. It's actually really easy.
yeah. Well, my shit was turned off completely. Like it was completely turned off. And he's sitting there and he's like, watch this. And not only did he turn on my PC or my laptop, but he also got in, accessed like my camera and turned my camera on and was like looking all over the fucking room like, what the fuck? I'm like, how in the hell? But he gets paid by the government to do it because he's one of those main hackers that hacks hackers to
Yeah,
stop viruses and shit. Like he comes up with the antiviruses and stuff. So
it's pretty
that's
dope.
yeah, right. So Phantom, do you rage?
Yeah, I do. When me and friends are playing Overwatch, I will rage sometimes. Especially during WoW. I'm a very big rager in PvP during WoW. Like, if I knew like I should have won a fight and I was like just blindsided like six people and there's no way that should have happened, yeah, I rage. I rage on a lot of games actually. I'm a very big rager, but it takes me a little while to build up to my raging. Like I won't just like start off out of nowhere, but once I get to raging, it's very it's very fun sight to witness.
What's up, Dark Ninja? How are you? So explain Zen aside, what's going on? Hey, thanks for that host, by the way, Zen. So explain to me your level of rage. Like, what kind of steps do
Um,
you go through during your rage?
when I was younger, it used to be really worse. It was literally 0 to 100, and I mean, I'd throw the fucking controller, I get up, turn the system off, like I'm fucking done. Now it's all right. First, I get a little agitated, and once I'm agitated for a bit, then I get angry. Then I start fucking yelling all kinds of fucking obscenities through the fucking mic at my teammates. I start typing obscenities in the chat during WoW, and I make sure people know I'm raging. And then you can see it in my face, and I just start fucking yelling shit. And if it gets really bad, I'll leave the game. I'll turn the stream off if I'm streaming, and like I'll be back, or I'll put the "I will be back" in about 30 minutes or so, and I'll come back in 30 minutes. But
Okay,
it gets bad.
can I tell you something important?
What's up?
You should never leave your stream up unattended for that long. If
Yes,
you're if you're
I
going
did
to
it
be
once,
away
and I won't do
from
it
your
that more.
computer for more than 2 minutes, well, 2 to 5 minutes,
Hmm.
unless there's somebody else there talking to your stream and keeping it interactive, shut it down. Tell people straight up, I have to go do some errands. I'll be back in like a half an hour, guys. I'll catch you then. Until then, have a good day. Don't ever leave it up because that will lose followers for you, lose viewers for you. You literally, like you learned last night in the interview, you literally only have about a 20-second window to get somebody's attention and keep them in the stream.
Yeah.
And if you're not there, you're AFK, and they sit there for a minute and say you're playing WoW, all right?
Hmm.
And say I want to watch somebody who's playing WoW. I pop into your stream. I see you're playing WoW, so I pop into your stream and I see an AFK screen set on. I might sit there for a few minutes. I might dick around looking at your panels and shit, you know, and then I'm gonna be like, dude, is this motherfucker coming back? You don't come back in a minute or so, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the
Yep.
next WoW stream I can find
Yep.
because I want to watch the game. So don't ever do that. That goes for all of you guys. Lord Bro Didymus, thank you for that host. You're amazing. Oh,
Ghost, I've heard about your raid shutdown from League, so I know you've raid shut down before. I've heard about that one.
oh, he did. He straight up did. He was like, "Fuck this. Fuck this game. I'm not playing this fucking shit." He's like, he called me later. He's like, "I fucking uninstalled it. I uninstalled it. I'm done. No, I'm done. I uninstalled it. It's gone." And I'm like, "Yeah, he did. I do what I want." Hey, girl. Hi. What's up, Zen? That's funny. Nice guy. Need to get WoW again. Ugh. That's funny. All right.
WoW
So
was so much fun though. It really is.
I tried really hard to get into it. I did. I gave it like a half an hour,
You gave it half an hour?
maybe 45 minutes.
That is some serious commitment right there, Shell.
And then
That
I
is some
uninstalled it.
that is some deep commitment right there.
Yep. I didn't even make it all the way through the tutorial levels.
And so you missed so much. Once you get out of tutorial areas, it's great. It's
Nope.
awesome after that. You just gotta
Nope.
make it through the bullshit.
Nope. Nope. I'm a blonde. I only have a few minutes for a game to grasp me, and if it doesn't, if I'm done. Nope, I don't want to play it.
My wife is a blonde.
She looks brunette.
She is a. I've seen pictures of her younger. She is a blonde. And then there's been incidences where I've realized she really is a blonde.
Oh, nice guy. Let's see. Ninja has to work all weekend. Ugh.
Ugh, that
As I
sucks.
need to resub to WoW legit lose my life. Oh. Yeah, I tried. But in my defense, I watched a streamer when I first started out on Twitch. I watched a streamer that he played WoW all the time. And he
Mm-hmm.
always rated. And I'm like, dude, can you please just show me PvP or show me the PvE? Show me
Yeah.
the campaign. And he's like, yeah, I'll show it to you. And then he'll go raid again. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so I had this pre-misconception for it, and I just can't get over it, and I'll never go back. Plain and simple.
That's understandable. I've had that about some games, and still to this day yet have played those games. Like, oh, speaking of which, No Man's Sky, I won't play it. I won't play it. I watched my best friend play that game, and I sat at his house for like 30 minutes just chilling with him, watching. I'm like, this isn't entertaining to me. I was like, all you're doing is going around picking up resources, occasionally shooting some fucking animals or something that are around, and you're collecting resources. It's like Minecraft,
It's like
except not
Farmville.
blocky. Yes, and I can't play that. I can't play games like that. I can't play games where literally all you do is collect things, and may occasionally fight your way through something, and then just collect more shit. I'm like, yeah, there's no point to this game. I'm done.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I have it. I recently installed it though, so I wanted room for gears. Um, so how much stuff have you broken throughout history due to your rage?
Um, Never a TV, thank God. Plenty of controllers. Plenty of controllers.
Just by throwing them?
Mhm. Growing up, I had a very big anger problem. I still have that issue, but I just have more control now than when I was younger. No self control over my anger when I was younger. So controllers would fly through rooms, fly through hallways. Just fly. Like they learned to fly very quickly. They didn't always land ever so gently, but they flew very quickly.
Well, I mean, how many discs have you broken?
Uh, Exactly 19.
19.
Exactly 19.
How do you know?
I remember the games are broken. Some of them were multiple discs of the same game, but I remember the games.
What was the most disappointing game that you broke?
The most disappointing game that I broke would have to be. Oh, it wasn't disappointing. It wasn't really the game that was disappointing. I didn't want to play it anymore. My cousin made it unenjoyable, and it was Tekken. I got really good at it, like really, really good, and I could beat all of my family members except for my cousin. But when my cousin would play, he would gloat. And he would gloat like rudely and just get on my nerves.
Sore winner.
So, yes. So after one day we played, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. He goes, what? I was like, you'll see. So I went over to the game, the console, took the disc out, and broke it right in front of him. He goes, I was playing that. I'm like, it's my game. I can break it if I want to.
Oh, oh, that's fucking hilarious.
And he was so upset. He goes, but I wanted to play more Tekken. I was like, I don't want to play with you anymore. I was like, you make it unenjoyable.
That's fucking hilarious. Um, yeah, I, I don't know. Do you prefer the discs over digital now?
Um, I did prefer discs, but after being in the army and being a tech guy and having more of my stuff on digits and easier to carry around with me because it's on digits,
Hmm.
I prefer having everything digital now.
Yeah, I can agree. It's important to have them on digital. You can't break them.
No, you can't break them, and as long as you have the right version saved digitally, it's
Hmm.
not corrupted because it's already saved.
How do they get corrupted?
Um, Well, a lot of ways that games get corrupted when you download them is either the where you're downloading them from. Like, let's say you're downloading a game from a website.
Hmm.
Now, the website may be genuine, but a lot of people have learned how to piggyback things onto the download. So you're downloading the game, but you're also downloading another program that you don't know about. So that's how a lot of people get things viruses on their computers. It's not that they downloaded something that they didn't mean to. It was because someone attached something to their file. So they could be downloading a game and getting a virus on it and never know until the virus spreads to the computer. And I hate it that people do that because they're ruining games for people. But you have people out there that are just that rude and that just disrespectful to people's gaming.
That is pretty rude. Like, I don't understand how that could even,
Some
like,
people get enjoyment out of it, and I don't understand why you get enjoyment out of ruining someone else's game.
that's funny. So, like, the other day, my little cousin, somebody tried to hack his shit, and he literally, like, he's one of those little computer geniuses. He has been
Hmm.
ever since he was a little tiny thing. Um, and as this kid was trying to hack into my cousin's shit, my cousin had, like, everything else in his house DDoS this little fuck bag. Like totally like wiped his IP address and everything. And what's even funnier is about 6 months ago, I wouldn't have even known what that meant.
My favorite thing to do to people is it's not DDoS, but it's a it's a little file I send to people, and my dogs are playing. But I send a file to people, and we call it the Matrix, and pretty much it's a file that looks like the Matrix. But I have an addition to the file that when you open it, it opens your internet browser, but not just one window. It just continuously pops windows open over and over again until your computer crashes.
I've heard about that
And
one.
unless you're fast enough to click the X button to slow it down, it's gonna crash your computer. And every time you turn your computer back open, once you've had that file downloaded onto your computer, it automatically opens on startup. So unless you can close it before it opens on startup, you're screwed. I don't do it to many people. I don't do it to people who really piss me off. So I've only done it like maybe 5 times. But I learned to do it from my instructor at training. My instructor at training is the one that taught me to do it.
I've heard about that one though.
See,
That's
Leaves knows what I'm talking about. Leave, they're fun.
I hear them. They're like going ballistic.
They are. They're playing like. So the funny thing about those two is, right, Hennessy was me and my wife's dog. Our roommate got Sugar. They did not like each other at first, like not one bit. They couldn't stand each other. And now they go everywhere together. They go lay in the same room together. They go to the same spots in the backyard to play
So
around.
they're like best
They're like
friends.
best. They're like brothers and sisters now. Like they enjoy having each other. No barking. Go play.
You know, Xenocide, I love messing with people like that. You guys are fucking evil.
It's so much fun
You
though,
guys are evil.
but you only do it to people who deserve it. You don't just do it to random people. You only do it to the people that deserve it. It was both of them they're playing, and they're gonna play in here.
All
Yeah.
right, so do me a favor.
Yes.
Pour a shot.
What's that?
Pour a shot. It's been about an hour. We could take another one.
Oh yes.
And then after that, I want to know what your greatest gaming accomplishment is. ITT grad, we could do what we want.
Fuck
Cheers.
yeah. Cheers.
That's hilarious. No, like I've heard of the Matrix one. Like that's one that my friend that works for the government actually he told me about that one. Like that's ridiculous. It's kind of funny but ridiculous. All right, so tell me about your greatest gaming achievement. Damn that cloud of smoke
Greatest.
though.
Yeah, that's like a baby one. My greatest gaming achievement was I had my Xbox, and this is when I was really into Halo. Like I still miss playing Halo, so I'm probably gonna buy another Xbox to get Halo again. Hold on, just a second. But I'm gonna buy another Xbox to get Halo. I miss playing Halo. It was Halo Reach, and it was SWAT, but it was SWAT with pistols. And literally, within the first 15 seconds of the match, I killed the entire team.
In 15 seconds with a pistol.
15 seconds with a pistol. It's headshots. So a headshot is a kill. It's an automatic kill if you shoot him in the head. I got four headshots in a row. Like literally, they all ran towards me, and I just popped them all by one without getting hit once. And I literally, and there's an achievement in that game if you're playing Halo when you played Halo Reach for killing the whole team. It's called an extermination, and I fucking loved it. Like I literally, and I recorded that too. I went and took that clip and put it on my clip reel for everyone to see, and that was my greatest achievement was being able to kill an entire team off without any of my teammates getting a shot off. And my teammates were like, "Well, you just fucking ended the game for us." I'm like, "Yeah, they're probably not gonna want to play with us anymore." But I was so happy to have that achievement. Like it's hard to do that too. It really is because you have to kill them in a certain amount of time. You have to kill them in a certain amount of seconds between each other for it to continuously count. And if you kill three and don't get the last one in that amount of time, it doesn't count as extermination.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous.
Yes, at that time when I was playing Halo and got that achievement, I was also playing MLG matches. So I was really good at Halo. Like that's all I did was play Halo. I was playing MLG matches. I was creating maps for people to play on. I created six maps for me and my guildmates at the time to train on for different play styles for team death matches, SWATs, carry the flag, all that. I created maps for that,
What
and I was really good into it.
what are MOG matches? What does that
Major
mean?
Major League Gaming.
So you played on like a pro level then?
I did for a very long time,
Aw.
and then I got rid of my Xbox and went to Germany and got a PS4, and then bought an Xbox again after I got my PS4.
That's awesome.
So I can like no matter what system I have, I can never like stop wanting the other system. So I will eventually have an Xbox One as well as my PS4 in this house. Because no matter what I do, I always end up with both systems because there's always games on one system that aren't played on the other one that I want. Like Halo, for instance. I really want Halo again. So I'm going to end up getting it. And then I'm going to buy Gears of War 4 for my Xbox One too. So
That's
I'll just have a crap load of games on my Xbox One that I missed playing before.
That's hilarious. I used to work with this guy named Dip, and every time I worked with him, he would tell me about this room in his house. I didn't believe him, so one day he had a Christmas party, and we all went over. He was a nurse. We all went over to his house for Christmas party. Now, mind you, this dude has never been married. He's never even
Mm-hmm.
had a girlfriend. Like he's in
Please don't
his
tell me he had a sex room.
40s or 50s. No, no, not at all. No,
Okay.
he had this room, and he had a four-bedroom house, all right?
Yeah.
In this one room, he had like custom shelves and shit built with like glass fucking like walls and shit on it and or doors on it and everything. And he literally owned every single console ever made. Every
Oh
single
wow.
console. And and he had every single game made for every console. And I'm
Holy
like,
shit.
that's what happens when you don't have a girlfriend to spend all your fucking money on. You spend it all
That's
on
true.
video games. But like I thought you'd get a kick out of that because he's like, well, I every now and then I want to go back and I want to play Pong or I want to go play this or I want to go play that and he's like and I have in every one of his systems they all work. They're all in pristine condition. I was just like, are you kidding me? Like the older systems, he keeps them all in like vacuum sealed bags so that like dirt and shit can't get inside of them.
Oh wow.
But yeah, like his walls are just nothing but shelves of systems, and I was like, what the?
Wow. I don't think I will ever have that much time
Well,
to
you have a
game or
wife.
have.
How could you have
Yes, I
time?
have a wife, so and she makes sure to remind me that we have date nights on the weekends
Oh,
so that I stay off for like 4 hours a day, 4 hours a weekend. There's no gaming for those 4 hours where we go to dinner and go to a movie or something.
what are you
Or I
doing
just take her
tomorrow?
out and buy her dresses or shoes or something.
What are you doing for it tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Saturday. We are going to first we're going to clean up my last bedroom for my father to come down because he's going to be here Sunday. He's going to leave Sunday morning and be here Sunday during the day and night to sleep here. And then we're gonna go to my best friend's house, and we're gonna spend the day with my godchildren over there. And we're gonna relax and chill with my best friend. My best friend's on mission right now. He's actually on a mission, but he should be coming back tomorrow for like the weekend.
Good.
So we're gonna hang out and we're gonna drink, and I'm probably gonna be drunk as hell tomorrow night, and I'm gonna end up coming back to do a late night drunk stream. I guarantee that's
Yes.
what's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up doing a late night drunk stream. I'm gonna be drunk as fuck. My wife's gonna look at me and be like, "Are you really gonna do your stream?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do a stream." She's looking at me
Yeah,
like,
I
she's gonna
am.
be like, "Phantom's drunk." I'm like, "Yes, I am." And I'm just gonna chill. It's gonna be a nice relaxing day, especially since Monday is my reenlistment day, so I'm gonna reenlist at like 10:30 Monday morning, and then I get that day off, and then I get the next day off for my reenlistment. So I will probably just be chilling for the next 4 days because I don't really have to do much work. Yes, replica. Drunk streams are the best. I've seen so many people's drunk streams, and I've come online and played with my friends drunk and like, you know what? You're so fucking hilarious. And I actually had a stream probably not still there anymore. I think I
Safe
saved it somewhere on my
zone.
computer. But it's me, my friend PJ, and our guildmate Taco. And Taco was, I mean, trashed. And we're having a conversation in the game in WoW at the time. And I forget where we were talking about to get to that point, but she said something about her boyfriend, and then she said the word virgin, and we're like, "Wait, your boyfriend's a virgin?" And she goes, "Huh?" And then she just disappeared for like 20 minutes. She didn't respond. So me and PJ are like, "Wait, you can't say virgin and we're talking about your boyfriend and disappear. That's not how this works. You have to come back and finish this statement. Like, what is going on? You have to let us know, was your boyfriend a virgin or what's a virgin? Like you said virgin and we were talking about your boyfriend." And she finally comes back and she goes, "Yeah, my boyfriend came over." We're like, "Okay, that's fine. But is your boyfriend a virgin?" And she's like, "No, no." I'm like, "Well, you said virgin, and we were talking about your boyfriend, so you might want to clear that up because we swear to God thought you were talking about your boyfriend being a virgin." And she's like, "No." She goes, no, fuck you guys. I'm just drunk. I'm like, we can tell, Taco. Like, we can fucking tell. And like the ironic point is, Taco lives 40 minutes from me. She lives that close to me, and we had
Damn.
yeah. I was worried about her because I know I remember telling you guys that we had that storm coming
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
She lives 40 minutes from me, and where she lives at, it hit really hard. So I was actually worried. I had PJ call her and make sure she was okay, because I don't have many of my guildmates that live that close to me, but the ones that do live close enough to me in this state that got hit by the storm, I checked on all of them before my power went out. I called them and made sure they were okay, because
Aw.
we may not be super close friends, but we're close enough in the guild that we consider each other a family. So I checked on all of them to make sure they were okay, and I had PJ check on her because I didn't have her number. But I was glad to hear that everyone from the guild was okay who was hit by the storm, because it was a rough storm. Like, we lost power for about 5 days.
Yeah, I was really worried about you guys. I mean, I knew you would be fine, but I was still really worried about you guys.
Yeah, we lost power. But it wasn't horrible. We just lost power and service for our cell phones for 5 days. But at least my renter's insurance covered food spoilage, so we got the money back from all the food spoiling. And I advise anyone listening to this stream right now, if you live in a house or an apartment, please get renter's insurance. This is a very helpful thing. It
Yeah.
is definitely something that I would tell everyone to invest in, because you never know what can happen. And if you have that insurance, everything in your house can be replaced. Like, I don't want anyone in the stream to ever worry about themselves or worry about their belongings more than themselves. We can't replace you, but we can always replace your belongings. And as long as you have renter's insurance, your stuff can be replaced. I would rather have you guys here with no TV, no internet, no computer, no gaming, than not have you here and all your stuff be here. Because I
Right?
may not know all of you guys on a personal level, but all of you guys have either followed me or hosted my stream at some point, and I appreciate all of that. And I would love to be able to return the favor in any way, shape, or form. So having you guys still here would be awesome, and I would love to have you guys here.
That's great advice. I was just getting ready to ask you what advice do you have for everybody?
For that, renter's insurance, but for streaming wise advice, um, join Safe Zone if you haven't. Definitely join Safe Zone if you haven't. It is an amazing community. Ghost and Shell are two of the most amazing streamers I have met. They are so loving and caring for this community. They help all of us grow, and we've all become like this huge family. Like Leaf, me and Leaf didn't know each other from Adam or Eve, and Leaf noticed I was having a bad day one day, and me and Leaf hadn't become super close at this point, but we had become close enough for him to care. And he messaged me on Discord in a private message and was like, "Hey, are you okay? Just checking on you." And that really made me feel
Safe
a lot better. The
zone.
fact that Leaf had only known me for so much time, but he cared enough to message me privately just to check on me to make sure that I was okay. And I've noticed that in this community, everybody does it. Everybody looks out for each other, and we have become such a close family and such a huge like community that I love it. And I can tell you, growing as a streamer, definitely joining Safe Zone is a huge important step for you, because you find a family on Twitch. You find people to help you grow. You find people to help you game with. And you find people, like, if you're not a sociable person, it helps you grow as a social person. You learn and you meet people, and it helps you grow your friends. And it just is an amazing feeling to look out and see how many friends and people care about you, even though they haven't met you in person.
That's amazing. Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, Ghost and I, our messages are the same, but at the end of the message, it says something along the lines of, actually, here, I have it pulled up. Says drop us a follow and stop in while we're live so that we can help you grow your streams and join our Safe Zone family. Like one of the things that I tell everybody when they're asking about the Safe Zone is you'll join a community that will become a family. And I've had so many of you guys say that. It's very warming to the heart to hear it. It really is. So that's amazing advice, by the way. Um, so this next part of the stream, is gonna be our Are You Addicted? We already know the answer to
I can't wait to
this.
see. I can't wait to see the chat spanned with the word addicted because I know they're gonna say that.
We already know the answer to this because, like I said, when you called me, you were literally still playing fucking WoW.
Yes, and
What's up,
even
Sage?
in my stream hosting you, I flipped back over to see what was going on, and my friend 16, Zebby, was in there talking about you can't choose with the druid. Laugh out loud, worst lock ever. Be right back. Threes Merlin, and I'm like, you guys are PvPing without me.
That's hilarious. All right, so the way that this works, guys, is I'm going to ask these questions. Phantom, you're going to answer them as quickly as you possibly can.
Hmm.
Don't even think about the answer, just yes, no, maybe, sometimes. Just quick, simple answers. We're going to run through these questions, no thought, okay?
Alrighty.
When we're done, you guys in the chat are going to decide whether or not Phantom is or is not addicted to video games. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So, do you often relive gaming experiences or think about future ones?
Yes.
Do you hide? Now, this goes over your entire history of gaming.
Okay.
So, if anything, say something happened when you were a kid, but not recently, it's still a true statement. So, answer it truthfully.
Okay.
All right. All right. Do you hide or lie about your gaming?
Fuck no! I let everybody know I game.
Do you get very angry when someone or something interrupts a game?
Depends.
Um, let's see. Have you ever taken a break from gaming and binged uncontrollably upon your return?
Oh yes.
When you're upset, do you soothe yourself with games or plans to play games?
Yes, I do.
Do you find yourself gaming into the early morning hours?
Yes.
Do you find ways to game when you're away from home besides Pokemon Go?
Yes, I do.
Do you set limits with games and then break them playing hours longer than intended?
Every single time.
Do you lose hours of sleep to gaming?
Yes.
Have you ever called in late or sick to work or skip classes to game?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever sworn off a game, uninstalled it, and later returned to it?
Yes.
Do you feel guilt and shame surrounding your gaming?
Not even a little bit.
Does gaming contribute to arguments in your past relationships?
No.
Has gaming taken the place of any hobbies or sports you otherwise used to enjoy?
Mm-mm.
What's up, Monk? How are you? Do you forget appointments, responsibilities, or deadlines at work or school while gaming?
No.
To become irritable and defensive when people suggest that you game too much?
I do come a little defensive, yes.
Have your hours spent gaming increased over time?
Yes, very much so.
Have you blown off social events to game?
Yep.
Have you ever lost contact with friends or family since gaming?
No.
Do you have intense feelings while gaming?
I do.
Do you eat while gaming or forget to eat while gaming, excluding social eating?
Yes. I do eat and then sometimes I do forget to eat.
Are most of your friends gamers?
Yes, they are.
Are gaming stories some of the most exciting topics of the conversation for you?
Yes.
Do you read many game related articles, guides, or blogs?
Yes.
Do you fear a life without gaming?
Yeah, it would suck, man. It can't be done.
Um, let's see. Do you feel irritable or restless when you're away from games?
Yes.
Do you envy people who can game in moderation?
No.
Do you prefer your game character identity to your own?
Nah.
Have you ever stolen anything to contribute to your gaming habits?
Card games count?
Sure.
Yeah, as a little kid, yeah.
Sam Zavin, thank you for that follow. Make sure that you follow my partner, Ghost GT27. He's the other half of the safe zone. Without him, this would not be possible. Um, do you think your life might be much better without games?
No, I'd be a very angry person.
Do you find yourself bored with almost anything else in life besides video games?
No.
Have you ever put spending ahead of or spending on games ahead of your financial responsibilities?
No.
Have you gained weight since becoming a streamer?
No.
Have you felt remorse after a gaming binge?
Nope.
Have you suffered any physical pains from intense gaming?
Nope.
Have you suffered more financial responsibilities from obsessively gaming?
Nope.
Do you spend real money in games such as DLC skins, crates?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Do you get real angry and insulting with other players who make mistakes?
Depends on the player.
Have you tried limiting your gameplay by switching games?
No.
And Phantom, are the people in your life worried about your gaming?
No.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Phantom Rogue in a nutshell. Make sure you guys go ahead and spam the channel with addicted or not addicted and let us know what you think. Personally, I already know he's fucking addicted because who the fuck is gonna call for an interview and be playing fucking WoW?
In my defense, the way this computer works, if I'm on this computer, I'm gaming. I'm always gaming. This is like honestly, I have to say this is the longest time I've been on my computer and not been gaming.
Oh
This is
my
literally the
god.
longest time.
Are you going through withdrawals right now?
I'm actually contemplating my next match in WoW and how I can fuck the other team up. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
hilarious. Well, I mean, we are gonna go play some Overwatch here in a little bit. Um, what if we got you depth?
Depth. Was that the diving game you guys were playing where you guys are eating each other as a shark?
Uh-huh.
That looks pretty fun.
Yeah. Would you want to play it instead of Overwatch?
I'll try it. Yeah.
There you have it, Ghost.
Oh, that was Ghost question. Can we play Death instead of
Uh, yeah.
Overwatch?
Myth, thank you so much for that. Follow. Welcome to my madness. Make sure you follow my partner, Ghost GT27. He's the other half of the safe zone. Without him, this would not be possible. Alright, guys, so this is the time of day, or time of night, whatever, where we're going to open up the floor to you guys, the viewers, for question and answer. All I ask is that you direct the questions at Rochelle LD, at myself, so that I have a chance to read them. If we skip one, I can still find it. So again, ask whatever questions you want, and we'll get to them in just a minute. We're going to take a quick little break, if you don't mind. Um, and we'll be right back. Do you just want to stay on and talk to the stream, and I'll be right back? Or do you
uh,
want to take a quick break as well?
I'm gonna take a quick break as well.
All right, guys, there you have it. We will be right back. Get your questions ready, and we will be right back.
dressed up for the club. Ooh, waiting on Nick to pick you up. All we did was care for each other. It was a crush. Now I might have wanna said too much. I ain't got cash, but I got you, baby. 'Cause there's still too long to the weekend, too long till I'm drowning. Your hands, too long since I've been a fool.
Just a little West Coast and a bit of sunshine, hair blowing in the wind, losing track of time, just you and I.
But I wake up and everything's wrong.
Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Don't have it any other way. Doing it all. Long as I keep dancing. Come on, turn the radio
Ooh, you got food.
day, and I won't be long. Gotta paint my nails, put my high heels on.
I might have gone and gotten snacks.
What
Maybe a little
did
bit.
you get?
Well, we had some sunflower seeds that I hadn't finished eating yet, and then I got some like cheesy garlic Texas toast. I like, I like the garlic Texas toast. It tastes really good.
Right on. All right, well, let's get back at this.
Alrighty then.
Let me switch scenes here. All right, guys, welcome back. So, let's see here. Hey, hiyo, what's going on? How are you? Um, Ed in the house. What's up, baby girl?
What's up, Ed?
The headshot. What's going on? How are you? All right, guys. So, like I said, this is time for your question and answer. So, ask Phantom whatever questions you want to ask him. And as long as they're directed to me, we won't skip any of them. Love you too, Ed. So, let's see. My first question to you is, what was your first impression when you met your wife?
Um, we can both say the same thing. When we met each other, it was more of a, oh, we're just gonna be cool friends. That's all. And it definitely became a lot more than that. It was really just set out to be friends. There's a friendship, and it became a lot more.
That's awesome. All right, Ed, we'll see you in a second. Leafs wants to know, what would you do if you won the lottery?
Um, Complete and utter honesty, I would go to PT the next morning, and I would walk in, and I would tell everybody who has pissed me off or done anything to me exactly, honestly, word for word, how I feel about them. And a lot of them would get some obscenities yelled at them.
Interesting. Sage wants to know, if you had to choose a game once a week, hold on, if you had to choose to game once a week or not at all, what would you choose? And if you chose once a week, what day of the week and why that day?
Um, Saturday, because um, my wife has a tendency to wake up earlier. If she wakes up and gets out of the bed, I wake up, and it's usually somewhere between 8 and 10 o'clock in the morning that we get up. So I would be able to game from like 9 o'clock in the morning to like 3 o'clock the next morning. I would get the most out of my gaming time on a Saturday.
There you go. Yeah, that's fucking funny. So, if you were to go to the ocean, because you're a soldier, right? You're not.
Yep.
Okay, so if you were to go to the ocean, what is the creepiest fucking thing in the ocean that would just give you the heebie-jeebies?
Uh, it's kind of hard to answer that question because this is a little, it's like one thing like only my closest friends and like people know about me, but I love the water. I love being in the water. So like nothing in the water is creepy to me. I love being in the water. I love being underwater, the feeling of water. I hate being in cold water. My wife said that was a lie in the background because I hate being cold. I don't like anything cold because I'm an extremely warm person. I'm always warm, so I hate cold. But water is like being in the water. I love it. I love being in the water, underneath water, just the feeling of water around me just is it's awesome. So like animals or any creatures or any plants or anything in the water doesn't weird me out or creep me out. I just love it all.
That's disturbing.
I know that's people tell me, but I'm like, I love the water. I just do.
Yeah, I'm with Ghost. I hate the cold too. Like I am freezing right now. Like you have no idea. Leaves wants to know, are you any good at pole?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty decent at pool.
Have you ever played a practical joke on anyone?
Yeah, a lot.
Like,
Well, for our senior prank in my high school, we completely disassembled the principal's car and reassembled it in the school.
Safe zone.
you reassembled it and what?
In the school, inside the school. We took the auto shop class with us, and we disassembled the entire car and reassembled it inside the school hallway.
Headshot. Thank you for the host. You're amazing. D-
He was pretty pissed.
y-
Then he laughed about it.
what? You did what?
Yeah.
Are you fucking shitting me right now?
And then after that, we, as seniors, we all went out and bought coolers, filled them up with water balloons, and we had a courtyard in the middle of the school, and we waited for all the underclassmen to walk through, and we would beam them with water balloons.
That's not even as fucking epic as the card. Like, that's fucking gotta be a first that I've heard of that one. That is hilarious, Mad
We
Matt.
wanted
GG Rogue.
we wanted to do it big and make sure that we were remembered.
Oh my god. Monk wants to know what's the next game you're gonna play or you're gonna buy.
Mm,
Gears.
well, yes, Gears. That's an automatic. But a lot of my friends are trying to get me to buy Infinite Warfare for Call of Duty, and I haven't broken yet to say I'm gonna buy it. I have not. So the next game, other than Gears, is literally up for grabs. What grabs my attention is what I will buy,
Hmm.
and that could literally be anything off the wall, from a racing game to a fighting game, an FPS, an RPG, you name it. It could be any genre.
Do you play a lot of horror games?
I love horror games. There was this game on my PlayStation 2 a long time ago. I think it was called The Damned, and I played the entire game. Like now, I did beat it in one night, but the only reason I kept playing it is because I played the entire game on the hardest difficulty in the pitch dark of my living room, no lights on, but the TV, and played through the entire game. And my wife can attest to this. We go watch horror movies all the time. My response to horror movies is laughter. I laugh at all of it.
That's good.
That's why I like scaring you while you're playing Alien.
Oh yeah, and you do too, all the time. All right, so if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Um, the if I could live anywhere in the world, I would live in a town in Germany called Frankfurt.
That's awesome. Why that town?
Well, it's a very big. It's not. I can't even call it a town. It's a really huge city. It has its own airport, so if I wanted to fly back home, I could. And one of my friends, when we were in Germany from my German unit, he actually Europeaned out, which he ETS'd and got out of the military and stayed in Germany, and that's where he lives. And he's a really good friend of mine. Like me and him we clicked immediately when I got to the unit. So I'll be really close to another friend of mine. And the city is huge, and they're very big on gaming in Germany, actually. A lot bigger than a lot of people would expect.
Interesting. What is your all-time favorite game?
Oh, that's definitely a hard one. Uh, ah, I, can I go with a tie?
Sure.
It would have to be between WoW and Tekken. I've played both those games for such a long time, and I will always go back to both of them.
Hmm. Even though you destroyed
Yeah, even
Tekken?
though I destroyed Tekken when I was younger, I would still go back and play it again.
Gotcha. Dragging you to death. Thank you for that host. You're amazing. Meta, thank you for that host. You're amazing too. Um, what's the longest that you've gone without any sleep?
Uh, 52 hours.
Drills or
Oh no, I was gaming.
oh, okay.
I was in Germany and I had 6 days off. So 52 hours of it I stayed awake gaming.
Damn, yo. That's fucking
I was
crazy.
I when I get into like something I really need to finish and I don't have to go anywhere and do anything, I get committed. Like I'm gonna finish this shit before I get off this game, and I will stay on that game till it's finished.
Awesome. Um, if you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
Uh, I like me. I love me. So actually nothing.
Good. Live with no regrets, right?
Yeah, no fear,
Hey.
no regrets.
Monk says, me again, lol. If you ever have kids, will you teach them to play with you? Or be strict dad and make sure that they don't or they do their homework first?
um, I won't be a super strict father. I will make sure their homework is done first because school is very important. But once their homework is done, free reign, I will teach them and I will have them game with me, just like my father did as I was growing up. He would make sure my homework was done, and then he would play with me. He would play games with me.
Ooh, the wife just put her foot down. They're not going to be
She
gaming all
did.
the time.
That's what she says.
I heard her.
That's what she
Or you
says.
could be like me, Phantom, and be like, all right, kid, I know you have homework, but you could do it in the morning on the way to school. Why don't you go play some fucking games in the other room?
The worst part is about that scenario is I used to do my homework on the way to school on the bus in the morning. I would come home and tell my mom I'm doing homework and be playing games on my laptop because the high school I went to, they issued us parents complained about the textbooks hurting their kids' backs, so they issued us laptops to take home. Well, me being really good with computers, I found a way to get to the admin side of the laptop instead of just the student side. And I downloaded a bunch of games on the admin side. So when I get home, I would play my games on my computer at home. And I would do my homework on the bus on the way to school every morning.
Oh, that's hilarious. If you could ask your
Cheers.
future self one question, what would it be?
Well, why didn't you go pro gaming?
You still can.
I could when I get out of the military.
I mean, makes sense.
No time. There's no time for programming in the military. Just none whatsoever. Especially with deployments and stuff coming up.
What genre do you feel that you don't play enough?
Um, I guess I would have to say strategy based.
I don't play those at all.
I don't play a lot of them. I do play them, but not a lot of strategy based games. So I could play more. I do like them. I'm very big on puzzles and things, so I do enjoy them, but I don't play a lot of them. I don't find a lot of them that appeal to me to want to play.
What game are you most excited for coming out?
Uh, I actually haven't been keeping up with a lot of the games that are coming out because
What?
of all the I've been in and out of the field. So when we go to the field, we don't have service for cell phones or internet service unless you're working on a system. And the only reason you have internet service is to communicate back at the rear to let them know what if you're up or if you're having a problem. Um, so I actually need to look. I went to GameStop not too long ago to buy a couple games and I didn't look at what was coming out. But I know Infinite Warfare is coming out and Battlefield 1 are coming out. And a lot of people are going to be shocked when I say this. I have never been a big fan of Battlefield, but and this is like the only time anyone will ever hear me say this. So if you want to record this clip while we're doing the stream, I would suggest recording it now. I am highly considering buying Battlefield 1.
I don't.
I'm considering it.
I am
I
not
like
gonna play it.
I liked the way it looked. So I'm considering it. I haven't said I was gonna buy it, but I'm considering it. And if you ask any of my other friends who know me, they'll say he hates Battlefield. So they're like, "There's no way he considering that." So if you didn't get that on clip,
You're
you
never gonna
missed.
hear it
Yeah,
again.
you're never gonna hear it again. So you missed a moment in time.
Lovely. All right. Have you ever considered, or have you ever tried to teach the wife how to play?
Yes, we actually did go buy her a game for the PS4, and she got stuck with it and didn't tell me she was stuck with it, so I didn't know how to help her. And then she got bored with it. But she told me she made an agreement that when we get the next computer, she will give WoW a chance, and she might like it. So next
I
thing I
hope
know,
she does for your sake.
all I she doesn't even get mad at me for gaming. That's why we moved the PS4 into the game room with the other TV so that she can watch her stuff next to me while I'm gaming, so that we're always together.
Mm, let's see. What's your favorite quote?
Hmm. My favorite quote. I don't think I have a favorite quote. I don't think I have one at all. I say a lot of shit. I'm a big shit talker, so quotes aren't really required for me.
Are you a big poker player?
I do with my friends. We play a lot of me and my friends that do play cards together. We play a lot of poker and spades. And when I say there's some shit talking going across that table, oh my lord, you would think we hate each other while the game is going on.
Oh,
It
jeez.
it sounds like we're ready to jump across the table and beat somebody's ass. But at the end of the game, we're still friends.
That's always good. Um, let's see. What's the most expensive thing you own?
Does it have to be in the house?
I mean, it doesn't specify.
All right. Uh, I'll list the top three most expensive things I have in the house because it's separate things. The most expensive thing I own in the house is my sound system, which cost me $2,460.
Holy shit.
My wife just found that out for the first time, by the way, guys. So thanks for fucking me over. Uh, she never knew the exact price of my sound system until
That's
now.
good.
But
Oh,
that's
shit.
everything. That's not just the new sound system I added, babe. That's everything from before I met you.
Look at
So
her
put back
fingers. She's like, yeah,
put
I'm
together.
about to whip your ass.
Well, no, before I met her, I had my dash, my head unit for my stereo replaced, and I had a sound system and speakers replaced. So the dash and the speakers inside the car were replaced before I met her. The rest of it was done after I met her. So total of together, it cost me that much money.
Oh my
Now the
god.
next expensive thing, most expensive thing in my house is my computer. Total, because my tower itself was about 1 grand, and my first monitor, was about 400 or 500, and then the second
Jesus.
monitor, how much did you pay for it, babe? Like $100. So what about 1600 for my computer altogether? And then the next most expensive thing in the house is our TV in the living room, my 65-inch TV that I bought for me to
Football?
game on. It was more for me to game on at first, and then it turned into a football TV. And the TV in the living room was $1,200. It was on sale, so it actually
Jesus.
cost more than that, but it was on sale. So
Oh my gosh. That's fucking crazy. Um, let's see. What's your favorite genre of games?
um, RPG, hands down, RBG.
Is there a reason behind that?
I I love creating my own storyline
Hmm.
and working through it and developing the character as I go.
Um, can you don a point of anything or can you down a pint of anything in one gulp?
Probably. Oh yes, cranberry juice
Ugh,
with no stoppage. Cranberry juice, apple juice, orange juice, grape juice, uh, tea,
kind of tea.
uh, mm, just about any tea, honestly. Um, my wife said Hawaiian punch, which is probably true. Um, what else? There's a lot of things I could probably down in one gulp without stopping.
What about alcohol?
Um, Fireball, Crown Apple, Jack. Mm, no, that's all I can think of off the top of my head. And the only reason I can do that is because I was in Germany for 18 months. They teach you how to drink over there, like they really do.
Did you ever drink out of Das Boot?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
I drank out of Das Boot.
Das Boot, did you pour it down your face?
No, my German friend actually showed me that like right before, and I thought this was like a fake piece of shit like joke from the movie.
Nope, it's not.
It's true. You actually have to roll it. And he showed me, he's like, right when you get here, roll it. And I was like, that's bullshit. That's just a movie thing. He goes, no, it's true. And as I was drinking it, he rolled it for me, and it didn't shoot up in my face. I was like, holy shit, it's real.
Yeah, if you don't do it, it literally will go everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember drinking out of Das Boots. It was a horrible experience for me because I didn't know that you had to fucking roll shit. Nobody
Yeah.
told me that shit. And they're like, here, just drink it. And I'm like, all over my face. And I'm like, fuck me.
Replica, I can down a pint of rum as well. Rum is
Ugh.
I love drinking rum.
Monk, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good night as well. Have you
Thank
ever
you,
been
man.
banned from a public place?
Yes,
Tell us about it.
it was a mall that was down the street from my high school,
Hmm.
and we would go hang out in the underpass. There was a little underpass that led to the mall, and a bunch of people would graffiti over there, but it wasn't us. And then the cop came over and was like, "Hey, people have been graffitiing here, and I think it's you." And he said it was us, but it really wasn't. And he banned us for 3 years from the mall.
Did he
I
ever have
wasn't.
proof?
No,
What a
but
douche.
he just banned us. So after he banned us, I went back and I tagged the whole wall with my sign and said "fuck you" underneath it because I was like, if you're gonna ban me, I might as well just do it.
Right?
So I went back and did it and tagged the whole fucking wall.
Let's see. If you could choose a team, any language fluently, or if you could learn a language fluently, what would it be? Any of them?
German.
Because you want to live in Germany. Makes sense. Do you know any German?
Yes, I know. I can remember a couple words from German and a couple statements. Um, Ich liebe dich is I love you in German.
I thought I thought it was no, never mind. Okay, go on.
Um, what was Tschüss is what everyone says to each other when they're leaving. Like anytime you're leaving from hanging out with your friends, they'll be like Tschüss, and it's like slang for bye. It doesn't actually mean bye, but it's their way of saying bye in slang. Um, I forget how to say, "Can I have a big beer, please?"
That's an
Um,
important one. How could you forget that one?
because all right. So here's the thing about Germany that a lot of people don't know. Germans nowadays are it's mandatory for them to take a English writing and reading class. So most Germans at this point know how to speak English enough to communicate with you. If you go to Germany and speak to a person around the age of 20 or 30, maybe even their early 40s, they know English. So if you ask them, at first they might be hesitant to speak it because they don't want to mess it up. So what they told us in Germany was try speaking German to them first, and then when they realize you're trying but you're not getting your point across, they'll speak English to you.
Nice. That's
So
good to know.
I would always try to speak German to most of my German friends first when I met them, and then if we had an issue like trying to communicate in German, they would speak English to me.
That's very
Um,
cool. I think Russian sounds so mean.
Russian Russian does sound very angry, but that's the thing, they're not angry. Like you don't
Right.
even have to be angry to speak it. They just sound very angry. German sounds it sounds very it's very fluent when you get the words down. It's a very fluent language. Like the words flow together in one full just like
Like
breath.
one full bleh.
Yeah, really much. It's just one full statement that you can get out without having to take a breath in between them.
Are you a clean or a messy person?
Um, I'm not really a messy person. Like I will let it get to a certain point and then I'm like, okay, I have to clean this. But with that said, Shell already knows this. My wife likes to clean the house. She doesn't like
Mm.
me to clean the house. So I clean when she's not here, and then she gets mad at me when she gets home.
And you could tell her that I know that it's like that because she doesn't think you do it right.
Pretty much, that's what it is.
I know. I'm a woman too. I know. Um, what do you think the greatest invention ever was?
um, I can show you better than I can tell you.
Okay.
I bought these in Germany, and I love. It's a very secretive hobby of mine that most people don't know about. But this is by far, hands down, the greatest invention ever created for me.
Why is
Ever
that?
created.
The
I love it.
rollerblade?
hmm It's it's like swimming for me. It's freedom. It's complete freedom. The thing is, people tell me they feel they feel unsafe driving a car, or they feel unsafe jumping out a plane, or they feel unsafe jumping on a trampoline or swimming or anything. My thing is, I feel at my safest when I'm rotating in midair. Like if I'm in midair and I'm rotating while I'm skating, that is where I feel my safest because either it's gonna go one way or the other. It's either I'm gonna land my trick or I'm gonna not land my trick, and there's a possibility of hurting myself. But at the same time, I still feel safest in midair.
In midair. So do you do like a lot of jumps and stuff?
I do,
Yeah.
even though my profile from the military that since I hurt my knee says I shouldn't, but I still like to do it.
Well, I mean, what they don't know won't hurt them, right?
Exactly, and since I got hurt in the military, they have to pay for it, so we're okay.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Greenland, nah. Yeah,
Oh,
he's an anti-hero, so Green Lantern. Deadpool's an anti-hero, so Green Lantern.
oh, that's funny. Like
My
your
favorite anti-hero is Deadpool, though.
Spider-Man is the greatest,
I
or
have a
is the
Spider-Man
correct
hat.
answer to my question, by the way.
I have a Spider-Man hat, and I love Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong; he's hands down an amazing superhero. But
S-
I love Green Lantern, and only because his entire power is focused around will, and it's the determination he has to do something is what makes him my favorite superhero. Because the stronger his will is, the stronger his power becomes.
Makes sense. But yeah, if you do exclamation point Superman and exclamation point Batman and then exclamation point Spider-Man in my chat, you'll see what my bot thinks about him. Just saying. All right. Do you have any lucky items like traditions or deja vus or objects or
Um, I have one lucky item. Um, I think it's either in the bedroom or in my car. I'm not sure, but yes, it's in the car. It's
oh,
in the car. So growing up, I went between my parents a lot. Like I was either with my mom or my father,
mm-hmm.
and then I was with my stepmom, and then I was back with my father, and then I went back to my mother's house, and then I left and went to a church friend's family and left and lived with them for a while before I joined the military. Well, they've become a really close part of my family, and I treat them like family. They really are like family to me. Well, when I came back from Germany, they bought me a Christmas gift, and it was a bracelet. Now, mind you, no sense of the word am I religious at all, not even a little bit of religious. But they bought me a bracelet and it has a little cross on it, and I always say it's my lucky bracelet because anytime I'm wearing it, I never get hurt, I never get in trouble, I don't get tickets speeding. Like it's my lucky charm. And like anytime I take a long road trip back home, I always wear it.
Where is it at now?
It's in my car. Right. I usually keep it out when I'm taking long trips, so I have it with me to put it on my wrist.
If you could steal anything or any one thing without a consequence, what would it be?
Hmm. Um, a Nissan GTR 33.
Why?
I love the car. Like, I love the way it handles. I love the way it drives. I love the way it sounds.
Fair
I love
enough.
everything about it.
What color would it be?
It would be matte black, no decals, smoked out lights, lowered. When it comes to my cars, I'm not a very flashy person, so I like matte black. It's also kind of the reason my name is Phantom. So matte black, no decals, fogged out lights, black rims. So
It sounds sexy. How fast does it go? Or how fast
um,
would it go?
it all depends on what you do to it. Like you can get a car to go faster than what people have said it can go. The fastest I've ever gone in any car is 189 miles per hour, and that's when I scared the living shit out of myself.
Damn, that's fucking fast.
My dad's gone faster than that, but that's because he was on a bike.
Oh, jeez, that's even scarier.
I'm
Uh,
getting a bike at some point.
what's the most unusual name you've ever come across?
um, about 2 years back, I don't know if anyone ever saw this, but it was in the news. A mother named her child Ladasha, and it was spelled L-A dash as in an A at the end.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw it in the news. I was like, wow, that's unique. And
That's
Bean, that's not fast enough.
mm,
Before I die, I want to go at least 230 before I die.
that's fucked up. Um, I went to school with a kid named Absidy, and it was spelled ABCDE.
Wow.
Absidy. All lowercase letters too. There were no uppercase. They were all lowercase. It was stupid. Like, why the fuck would you do that to your kid?
Yeah.
I think you've told me about
Bean,
the Ladasha one before.
see, Bean knows what I'm talking about. I think she knows about the Lash thing. It was all over the news, and I was like, you would really name your child that? Like, do you want them to go through life being ridiculed?
La ah, because that's what people would call her. Is like la ah.
Pretty much.
Uh-huh. That's funny. What was your least favorite subject in school?
Um, I guess. Uh, Social studies.
How many hours do you have in your favorite game?
Hmm. Between Tekken and WoW, because countless hours. I've been playing WoW since vanilla, so years of hours are put into that game.
Oh my god.
And Tekken, I've been playing that since it first came out as well, so years of hours are put into that game.
Jeez.
Just like, and pretty much like Halo too as well. I've been playing Halo since it first came out, so years of hours put into that game as well.
Right on. What is your hold on. No, what is your all-time favorite villain superhero from Marvel or DC? And Joshua, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to my madness. Make sure you follow my partner Ghost GT27. He's the other half of Safe Zone. Without him, this would not be possible.
My all-time favorite villain or superhero.
From Marvel or DC.
Well, I mean, we went through who my favorite hero was. So I mean,
Yeah, we gotta know who your favorite villain is too.
wow. Um. Hmm. That's a toughie.
Safe zone.
Uh. Let's go with. Huh. This is kind of rough.
You could always Snoop Nelson it. B, thank you so much for that host.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna sit Nelson that one. I don't have one.
All right. What's the most unusual thing you've ever eaten?
Mm. Um. Gator tail, calamari. What was that other thing I ate that I didn't know? Oh, so most of you, I'm sure, have never been to Germany. Also, I'm sure a lot of people in the stream haven't had lamb. In Germany, they have this thing called a doner. It's spelled Doner, just like it sounds. You can get it in a box. You can get it as a kebab. You can get it in like a little like flatbread wrap, but it tastes so good. It's lamb. It is the weirdest thing I've ever had because you wouldn't think it tastes the way it does. You bite into it and it's like you're in heaven. And when you're drunk, it tastes even better.
What
Don't know
part,
why.
like what cut is it of lamb?
I don't know. Like when you walk into the store you're buying it from, like a donor shop, you see like this huge, like it looks like it's a leg, and they're just shaving pieces of meat off of it,
Mm-hmm.
literally, and it tastes so good. And even when it tastes good when you're sober. Man, you go drink that when you go eat it when you're drunk, and oh my God, it's so much better. It's just like, what the fuck? This shit tastes amazing.
That's amazing. Um, let's see.
I gotta be honest, I'm surprised no one's asked about my tattoos yet.
I'm sure somebody will get there.
Yeah.
Um, you said you like the water. Do you have a favorite beach?
Um,
Similarly, do you prefer swimming from a location or taking a boat out first?
well, I would rather just be on the boat and jump into the water. Because if it's cold, I have no choice but to get in the water once I've jumped in. And my body will match the temperature. But if it's at a beach and I gotta walk in, like my wife knows, I'm not walking in cold water. That's not gonna happen.
That's funny. I think you guys keep asking him questions about this because you just want to hear him say water.
Do you like the way I say water, guys?
He says water,
I
water,
say water.
water,
My wife makes fun of my water all the time. She thinks it's cute.
water. It's like my dad says wash instead of wash. I gotta go wash my hands. Yeah, that's silly. Let's see. What makes you nervous?
um, Asking my wife to marry me made me nervous. Um, Public speaking used to make me nervous, but it's pretty easy now. Um, what else? Shut your face. Um, Shut your face. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm not allowed to tell my wife to shut the fuck up, so I have to say shut your face. So if you hear me say shut your face, it's because I'm talking to her. We have a rule. I can't tell her to shut the fuck up, and she can't tell me to shut the fuck up. So we say shut your face to each other.
Aw,
Um,
isn't that sweet?
Nervous?
Snoop Nelson?
Meeting her parents.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
made me nervous. Meeting her parents for the first time.
That's funny. What's your favorite movie?
Uh, well, seeing as my father's a mechanic and I'm a gearhead because I learned it from him, the Fast and Furious movie series is my favorite.
What's your biggest concern in life?
Uh, Letting my family down is my biggest concern in life.
Have you ever drawn on wait, have you ever drawn on a sleeping or inebriated person?
Fuck yeah.
He's in the fucking army. What do you expect?
I did that shit before I was in the military, but it definitely became more prevalent in the military.
Hmm. That's funny. If you had a year off to do anything, what would you do?
Um, if I had a year off and I could get it done, I would try to get my master's in network administration.
Works for me. If you could give your wife anything in the world, what would it be?
The If I give my wife anything in the world, it'd be the house that she wants, the like most perfect house she wants, with land, with a garage, with room for more animals, with more rooms for us, her own closet, walk-in closet for all her clothes, her own personal bathroom to do her makeup in, like everything I think she deserves.
Aww, that's the sweetest thing ever. How many tattoos do you have, and do they have any meaning?
I have 11 tattoos total, and every one of them has a meaning. Every single one.
Okay. How did you and your wife meet? B says. I don't think she caught that part earlier, but that's okay.
We actually met online, and we meant to just be friends. And then it just took a life of its own, honestly. We hung out for a little while, and I think it was me who said something about we should try it. Yeah, we both looked at each other and had decided that, it was starting to feel like more than just a friendship. So we both agreed to give it a shot. And next thing you know, a little over a year later, we're married.
Aw, that's so cute. Do you have any family heirlooms that you cherish very much?
Um, yes, I have a photo album from my father of me when I was a baby. A medal that my father received. I didn't know what it was at the time, but now I know it's an AAM. It's an award that we get in the military. And I consider the Mustang that he passed down to me as a family heirloom.
Hmm, I could see that. Have you ever been wheelbarrow racing?
Who hasn't?
Well, B wants to know what's your favorite color.
Blue.
Have you ever been approached by someone who knew you but you couldn't remember for the life of you who they
Fuck
were?
yeah.
All the time, right?
There's a there's a guy in my neighborhood actually. We were walking the dog one day and I saw him. He's like, "Yo," and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And my wife goes, "Who's he?" I'm like, "I don't remember his name."
I don't fucking know.
But and then we were walking back to the house one day, and he drove by. He goes, "Yo, yo, let me get your number." And I'm like, "Yeah, here's my number. I'll put my name in your phone, and you can text me what your name is when you text me for the first time, and then I'll know who you are because I don't remember his name. I remember him as a person, but I can remember his name for the life of me, and that's because every time we hung out, it was at this bar in the city called Doodles. It's a pool hall, but it's a bar, and we would always be drunk. So I don't remember his name because I was always drunk.
Did you ever figure it out?
No, so I didn't care.
And
Oh,
chances are you're gonna
ghost?
run
I don't.
into him now.
Pretty much.
How much would your dream setup be?
Oh my God. My dream setup for my system. All right, so um, my dream setup requires 8 screens.
Eight.
It re Yes, it requires 8 screens.
Jesus.
Uh, 3 towers running it all, but I want them all water cooled. Um, so I don't know, 6,000, maybe more.
Mm. Ghost says, "Let's hear about your tattoos. Will you show them?"
Um, all right, so I have one right here on my forearm. Oh, not my forearm, but my top on my left arm. It's for my sister. Her name is actually right here, Tiara. I have this one back here on my left shoulder blade. It's a wolf's head with a travel mark behind it for my brothers, symbolizing for both of them that I have my brothers and sisters with me at all times. There's a forearm tattoo right here, which it's 2 words, flipped each way. So this way it's true, and the other way it's love. My wife, on the other
That's
hand,
cool.
has the matching tattoo to that one on my forearm. If she would like to show her arm right now, if you guys can see this, but she has the matching tattoo. We got matching tattoos before we got married, and they say
Oh,
true
she's
love.
gonna come show us.
She has one on her forearm as well as me. So both of
Aw.
our arms say true love on both of them. I have a skull on this arm. It was actually done by one of my tattoo artists in Germany. Freehand, no stencil. Uh,
Jeez.
and it is to symbolize all the pain that I went through growing up. There was a lot of things I went through growing up that I am not proud of, or that I regret having to go through because of situations I put myself in. I have this one right here on my other arm. It says "No fear" to remind me that I live my life the way I live it.
Hmm.
So there's no point in fearing the next day or the day after or what's to come. Just keep living my life the way I'm living it because I am who I am and I can't change that. And my wife loves me for who I am, so why would I change? I'm just gonna live my life the way I can and not fear anything that's going on. I have a wing on this shoulder for my grandma that passed away a couple years ago. Um, I have this one on my rib. It's a skull, smoke, and a paw print to symbolize for my siblings. I have the skull for my sister's reaper, the paw print for a wolf, and the smoke is for my dad, and it's to symbolize my family unity
Mm.
together. And the other one is impossible to show you guys because I literally have to lift my shirt all the way up.
Yeah,
But
don't do that.
yeah, but from the base of my back to where my tailbone would pretty much start, there is a tree that goes all the way up my spine and branches out to my shoulder blades. And it's
Nice.
a family tree. So
That's
each and every
awesome.
tattoo I have has a meaning to it, and I love them all.
That's awesome. What's your favorite tattoo?
That's impossible to pick. I can't pick one. I love them all equally.
Let's see. Have you ever heard any outstanding rumors about yourself?
Yep.
Care
I
to
actually had one at work. There was a female in my unit. Her last name was Buchanan. Her first name was, we called her Shy. And someone assumed that me and her had a relationship going on because we would smoke cigarettes at work and we would talk during work. But I talked to a lot of people during work. And so someone went to my first sergeant, all the way up to my first sergeant, was like, "Hey, I think such and such is having a relationship with such and such." So they came and talked to us, and I was like, "Dude, are you serious?" Like, she's like a little. I look out for her like a little sister. Like there is no relationship, like lust or whatever, even in this situation. Like she's like a little sister. To me. I look out for her. I'm just trying to keep her out of trouble. So I've had that happen multiple times where people have like, "Oh, well, he's sleeping with such and such just because we're friends," and I'm like, "Dude, females and males can be friends. Doesn't mean
Right?
just together."
That's fucking crazy. Have you ever tried to make your own alcohol?
No, but now that that's brought up, I'm considering it.
That
So thank you for whoever asked that question.
was Leaves.
Thanks, Leaves.
Who's your role model?
Um, that's kind of rough. I don't have one. I have multiple. It's literally my biological mother, my stepmother, my father, and the man and woman that took me in like that was their own child, uh, Don and Scuba.
Those are such elegant role models, too. Them being your parental figures. That's just, it's,
They've all shown me something, either who not to be, how to do something, how not to do something, how to care for somebody, how to be myself. They've all helped mold me into the person I am today, whether it was a situation that I didn't like at the time or a situation I did love at the time. They've all shown me something. So I can take something away from all of them on how to become the person I am today. And I have to thank each and every one of them. And I tell them, like, every once in a while when I see them, like, I have to thank you for the person I am today because you have contributed something to who I am today by what you did in my life.
Right? Ghost wants to know how far downloaded is Depth.
Well, there's a big old play button on it right now, Ghost.
You heard him. He's got it downloaded. So um, maybe if you're willing, we can finish up with these questions that are on here now and jump over into his stream because I'm hurting really, really bad. Like this, I hurt so bad it's disgusting. If that's all right with you, we can go over
Okay.
and play some Depth after we finish these questions.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I apologize. Like I've taken pain medication. It hasn't done shit because it's shit fucking pain medication. And the alcohol's not helping. All right. So, what's your greatest strength in life?
Um, my creativity.
What's your greatest strength in games?
My stubbornness. Because I don't like to lose at all.
Well, I can see that. That's funny. What's your favorite party game?
Never have I ever, because I get
Yes!
really fucking drunk at that shit.
I love that game. I don't, I mean, I get, yeah, no, that game, yeah. I find a lot of people that can't hang in that one.
The problem with never have I ever is because people always go, I've never done this, and I'm like, fuck you, and I take a shot, and they're like, oh, I've never done this, and I'm like, fuck you too, take another shot. They're like, well, I'm like, you know what? It'd be easier if you guys named what I had done already, and then
Right?
I wouldn't have to take shots anymore if you just did that.
Exactly. That's fucking funny. Like, I'm serious though. I've never found anybody that can hang with me in that one though. Because I'm the same way. Like, they go through all of the, I've never done this. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I think we should do that on stream one time. Like, we should have like a four-way call and we should have like a big drinking game on a four-way call with the
I'm
four
up for it.
biggest drinkers, which would be me and Ad for sure. I don't know.
Speaking of
I don't know if you can hang or
speaking
not
of
though. Yeah,
speaking of drink,
I
I need to take
know.
another shot.
Right?
Been too long.
That's fine.
Hey, so depth is working. I just wanted to make sure it works. So it works. It didn't give me the weird error that Doom gave me at first.
Oh, good. Okay, so let's see. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? Cheers.
Cheers. Super speed.
Right on. If you could have a full scholarship to enter any university, what would you choose to study? Are you all right?
Yeah, the ranch taste with the seeds didn't mix with that too well.
Ew. Ranch on your seeds with Jose
They're my
Cuervo.
they're my wife's seeds.
You
That
look
tastes
like
like
you're
it too
about to
much.
puke.
Oh no, I don't do that. I don't do that. That's one thing I don't do. I don't do that.
That's funny. If all right, so Leave said if you had a full scholarship to any university, what would you choose to study?
Um, honestly, I would love to go to Harvard and study a computer science master's because I love computer science. I love network admin. I love working on switches, doing line drops for internet. I love working on hardware computers. Huh? I love working on hardware for computers, taking out hard drives, removing motherboards, graphics cards, RAM, flash, all of that. I just love working on all of that. So any type of computer science degree, even computer forensics, I would love to do just because I would be working with the computers.
Mm. What movie ending really frustrated you, and how would you have changed it?
Uh, I can't change it because the reason the movie ended that way is because someone died. But the Fast and Furious movie where Paul Walker drove off, because that like I grew up watching those movies. Like literally, my first movie that I love was the first Fast and Furious movie, and I've watched it hundreds of times since I was a little kid. And when he died, I I was extremely bothered. I was like, like I saw the news and I was like, what? And like it bothered the fuck out of me. And then what bothered me the most was they continued the movie. Like I understand they had to finish the movie, but they CGI'd his face onto his brother's face,
That was
and
horrible.
it bothered me so much because like the dude just died. And then on top of that, they
Safe
finished the movie,
zone.
and then they talk about making another movie. And I'm like, you can't make another Fast and Furious movie without Dom and Brian. Like
Yeah,
those two made the movie. Like they are literally the gravitational pull for that entire movie series. Without them,
exactly.
there is no movie. And they're
Right?
making another one without Brian. And I'm like, you
That's
can't do that. There's no way
stupid.
that work.
Corby Love, thank you so much for the host. You're amazing. All right. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Fish.
Um, if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
Warning, asshole.
Mine would say viewer discretion is advised.
Oh no, I want everybody to see it, but it would just warn you that I'm an asshole. Like, speaking of which, in my team speak, the admin gave me a warning, a little caution symbol, letting everyone know when I'm an asshole to them, you can't be mad because I have a caution symbol.
You alright?
Yeah, bad pull from the vape. That's all it was.
Puff, puff, puff.
It
Um,
used to be puff puff pass, but I can't do that anymore.
I know, right? That's why I said puff at the end.
Yeah.
Boxer's briefs are commando.
Depends. During the day, it's briefs, and when I go to bed, it's commando. Well, when I go to bed, it's commando, and when I'm walking around the house, it's commando, unless we're going out somewhere.
Have you ever gotten revenge on anyone?
Yeah, my
Oh,
sister's boyfriend, I whooped his ass because my sister's a very good woman. Like, I hate to say this, but we had her afraid to kiss guys until she was a sophomore in high school. So I knew she wasn't sleeping around or doing any of that. Well, her boyfriend at the time, to be big and bad, went to school and told. Well, first he tried to get her to send him naked pictures, and I was pissed about that because my sister is very respectable. She won't do that. Well, then he went to school when they came because they were there my senior year. They were freshmen. Well, he told everybody that he slept with my sister while I was upstairs in my bedroom and they were downstairs having sex. So I was very pissed off about that because that was a lie and that was ruining my sister's reputation. So as an older brother, I mean, you guys can already guess what happened next. I beat his ass. Like I
pummeled
did.
his ass.
I'm not gonna lie, I fucked his ass up. And I mean, I didn't feel bad about it at all because he tried to ruin my sister's reputation, pretty much making her out to be a hoe. But I'm like, she's not a whore. She doesn't sleep around. She hadn't had sex with anybody. She's a good girl. So I was really upset with that. And the thing is, everybody in the city that we went to high school with knew me. Everybody in the school knew me. Everybody in the city knew me. So when they found out my sister was coming to school with me, everyone backed the fuck off from her. Everyone left her alone because they knew I would fuck anybody up over my sister. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Right.
Except for this dumb motherfucker. He thought he could get away with it, and he didn't. He got his ass whooped.
Idiot. See, I had.
You guys asked 3 times actually.
That's funny. I had three times,
Hmm.
Same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. He wouldn't shut his mouth.
Jesus. I had something like that happen to me when I was in school. I had this one girlfriend named Bonnie, and she came over one night and spent the night with me. We were in middle school. My brother was in high school. And at the time, my brother used to come up into my bedroom. Like, he'd come home from his girlfriend's house, and he'd come upstairs, and he'd sit down, and he'd be like, Sissy, wake up. And he's like, what? And he's like, I can't sleep, so smoke this with me. And we'd go sit out on the porch roof and smoke a joint. And so, like, he came home one day and he's like, Sissy, come downstairs and smoke this with me real quick. I can't sleep. I'm like, all right, cool. So, Bonnie and I, we snuck downstairs into his bedroom. My parents' room was like right above his room. Well, somebody had gotten up in the middle of the night and like went into the kitchen to get water or something. And, we had heard him, so me and her hid in his closet. The next day that we had school, this dumb bitch goes around telling everybody that I was upstairs sleeping and she was downstairs fucking my brother while and his girlfriend came over and she had to hide in his closet while his girlfriend was there. So I'm like, I straight up beat that bitch's ass. Like, that's not what fucking happened. Attack of the Afro, thank you for the host. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was like, that's not what fucking happened.
Always got to protect your siblings' reputation, man.
Right?
It's a key. Like everyone knows, you're gonna protect your family reputation no matter what.
Exactly. Let's see. What is your guilty pleasure?
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
Spontaneous sex with my wife in the
I
house.
was gonna say he turns around like, uh-huh. Yeah, that's what it is. I see her sitting over
All
there.
right, so look, all right, no, let's get honest down in the nitty gritty because I'm gonna be completely honest about this. Restraints on the bed and another thing that she bought that we haven't used yet. That is my guilty pleasure. I'm a freak.
Ooh. Arrrr.
I'm a
Wow.
very big freak. My life is extremely accepting of that.
All right, guys. No more questions, Leaf. Stop. We're done with.
Lee, you got a shitload of fucking questions,
Yeah,
man.
Leafs. He's reading them off of a fucking website.
I believe he is.
Leafs. We're done with questions because I hurt really bad and we're gonna go over to Ghost and play some games. So I'm gonna get through the ones that we have and that's it. I can't. I hurt really bad. So he posts another one. Damn it, Leaves.
If you dick.
I'm fucking banning your ass.
Leave, stop posting questions, damn it.
These are it. That's it. No more. The questions that I'm deleting the ones that are at the top of the screen. And if any more pile up on there that are from you from this point on, I'm fucking banning your ass for 24 hours. All right.
Damn.
So, have you ever needed stitches?
No.
Ghost wants to know, should we play Have I or Never Should I Ever Have I Ever while we're playing Depth tonight?
Fuck yeah, we can play that game. Hold on, before we play this, babe, we're gonna play Never Have I Ever, which means I'm gonna be really drunk, so you know what that entails. All right, just I wanted to get that out of the way now, so you know what that means.
Means you're gonna be hurting in the morning, honey.
No, no, you can ask her. Anytime I've gotten fucked up, have I ever been hurting in the morning, babe?
I meant she's gonna be hurting in the morning.
Nah, she'll be alright. She can actually handle herself pretty well.
Oh my god. Alright, Ghost. I guess we're gonna play Never Have I Ever. Um,
Ghost, I will stream death while we play. Yes.
it's funny. Do you laugh at things that you shouldn't?
Fuck yeah! I'm in the military. Fuck yeah!
Do you have any old friends that you wish you could meet up with again?
Yes, there's quite a few of them, but the ones that I do wish I could meet up with again have actually passed away. So I really miss them.
Have you gotten a mid or have you
Leaf, you're gonna be banned if you don't stop asking questions. That's who's gonna get banned.
right? Um, have you ever gotten majorly lost trying to get somewhere?
Nope.
He's in the fucking military. If you could eat only one thing forever, what would it be?
I'm gonna need my wife's help with this, babe. If I could eat anything for the rest of my life, what do you think it'd be? Yeah, what do you think it would be? What's the thing I like the most though?
Tacos.
I do like tacos, but
But you
that's
could,
not what
but
I
you
said.
could eat tacos like any way.
Huh? It is really hard. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it a two-way tie: tacos and cheesecake.
There you go. Alright. What's the largest amount of money you've spent in one spree?
Does like a week count as a spree? If a week counts as a spree, I've spent $27,000 in a week. Real bit before I ever met you, babe.
That's fucking crazy.
I spent a total of $27,000 on a shitload of stuff.
What's the favorite flavor of your vape?
It's this flavor called Skittish, and it tastes like Skittles. Speaking of which, give me my vape.
Black
Thank you.
Gallica, I love the name. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to my madness. Make sure you follow my partner, Ghost GT27. He's the other half of the safe zone. Without him, this would not be possible.
And Safe Zone's the shit, guys. I love it.
Um, let's see. Reposting because I forgot to tag. Do you have any pet peeves when you run BGs?
Yes. um, so there's different types of BGs. Some of them are pretty much like domination Call of Duty, where you control the most points for the most amount of time and you win. And some of them are flag carrying BGs. My biggest pet peeve is when I'm in a flag carrying BG and the other teammates do not send a group with me or send a group at all to kill the EFC, which is the enemy flag carrier. So it bugs the fuck out of me when that happens because I'm like, you want to cap the flag, but you can't cap the flag until, we kill the EFC because we have to make them drop the flag and return it. And people are like, oh, we're just gonna defend our flag carrier. Okay, that doesn't do any good when we got to kill the other person. And when you type it, people just want to be like, well, fuck you, go kill it yourself. He's got guards. I'm gonna need help, and people don't ever understand that, and that's my biggest pet peeve.
That makes sense. And Leaves, guess what? You just got
Oh,
timed out for a whole fucking hour. I asked you nicely. I
damn it,
asked you
Leaf! I told
nicely.
you. I'm gonna fucking message you, Leaf, on Discord. I told you not
I
to do that
fucking
shit. God
asked you
damn it.
nicely.
I'm gonna mess him. What the fuck, Leaf?
Alright,
Exactly what I'm saying.
exactly, right? So, last question of the night before we go over to my partner's stream, because I'm like in dire pain right now. From Arcane Gamers, and how are you, Arcane? And Corby, thank you again so much for the host and taco flavored cheesecake. Ugh, not sure about that one. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? That face, though. Oh my god.
Hey babe, hey babe, have I ever gotten a speeding ticket? Yes, I've gotten speeding tickets. Uh, Not lately, but yes, I've gotten speeding. I have this thing about driving. Uh, I automatically do 5 miles over on an okay day. On a good day, I do about 10 miles over. And on a really good day, like I'm talking, like I'm feeling my music in my car. It's fucking thumping. Like today, it's fucking thumping. I'm feeling it good. It's awesome. I'm doing at least 20, 30 over.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
jeez.
Like my wife, I had to go meet it with my wife, and she was in Pula, which is 45 minutes away. Well, it's an hour away. I think I made it in 30 minutes from our house to Pula. Yeah, I made it in 30 minutes. I made it in 30 minutes from my house to Pooler, and I was going like the speed limit down one of the longest roads is 55. I was going at least 65, 70 down that road. I hit the interstate. I was going every bit of 90 miles to 100
Oh
miles
my
per hour down the interstate, not giving a fuck. And you can look up, you can ask my wife anytime you want to, does he speed? And she'll be like, every single time he gets in his car,
Ah,
every single time he gets in a car, pretty much.
my goodness, that is fucking hilarious. No, oh my god. That's that's fast. Like that's so much faster than you should drive.
I have this issue. I don't like going slow. I like getting places in a timely manner. That's my issue.
Oh my god. So Ghost and I were watching an episode of The World's Worst Cooks the other day. or America's Worst Chefs or something the other day, and there was this guy on there, and he's like, I'm from Texas. I like everything fast. I like my cars fast. I like this fast. I like that fast. He's like, I'm even fast. He's like, I'm fast on the football field. I'm fast in the kitchen. I'm even fast in the bedroom. And I'm sitting there laughing my fucking ass off. Like, why would you fucking say that? Like,
Yeah, that's not something. That's not something you want to like. You want
broadcast
to
on
say.
national television?
Yeah, that's really not.
Oh, Jesus. That's freaking hilarious.
Hey, babe, am I fast in the bedroom? Am I fast in the bedroom?
Snoop Nelson, honey.
Pretty much. How that goes. She looked at me. She's like, "Are we doing a quickie?" And she's like, "Nope, you're not fast." I'm like, "I can't help it."
That is not the place to go fast. You're absolutely right.
It's really not. That is a place to enjoy yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Ghost, you're hosting again. Shut it off. All right, guys. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go over to my partner's stream and we're going to play some depth now because I'm in so much pain. I can't. I can't. Oh, it hurts so bad. What's up, Double Tap? Um, Phantom, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I appreciate it. You're amazing. Absolutely
No,
amazing.
thank you guys for the chance to do the interview, and you and Ghost and everyone else in the safe zone are completely and utterly amazing people. Like I can honestly say, I have a family in the safe zone. You guys have given me so many followers, have given me so many hosts and helped me grow. So you are all amazing. Everyone in this stream right now is amazing. And Ghost and Rochelle, you guys are just outstanding for putting the safe zone together and helping us all grow as individual streamers, giving us pointers and advice and just helping us get to the point where we are at now. You guys are amazing. And I just want to say thank you. Like, even if I'm speaking for everybody in this stream, I just want to say thank you from everybody for being as amazing as you guys are.
Aw. Well, you're most certainly welcome. That's what we're here for. That's what we totally strive for. So, what we're going to do is we're going to jump over into my partner's stream. You guys are going to come with us. What's the safe word for tonight?
Hmm. Um, the safe word for tonight is ghost.
Ghost? Oh, geez. All right, guys, there you have it. The safe word for tonight is ghost. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to my partner's stream. You're going to type in ghost. And you'll get your 2,000 save zone points after I pop the host and drop his link. Event, thank you for the host. You're amazing. Um, I love all you guys so much, and thank you guys all so much for being here. And I will see you on the other side. Oh, fucking leaves.
All right, I will see you and this